3 straight years, the Florida Panthers have reached the Stanley Cup Final. They look to win back-to-back Stanley Cups, and that mission gets started coming up on Wednesday night as you have a rematch of the Stanley Cup Final from a year ago, where the Florida Panthers will be in Edmonton this time, going up against the Edmonton Oilers. Carter Verhaeghe from the Florida Panthers is here with us right now, and he is Mr. Clutch. In his postseason career, he's had 3 series-clinching goals, 12-game winners, and 5 overtime winners as well. And we saw him get another winning goal after an incredible pass by Barkov to punch the Panthers back in the Stanley Cup Final. And Carter Verhaeghe is here with us. Carter, first and foremost, congratulations. Thanks for the time. And how you been?
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on your show. And I've been good. I mean, we're just preparing right now for the final. Obviously, a little bit of a wait for us, but we're just excited to get things going.
Yeah, well, let me take you back to last week. As you said, it's a little bit of a wait. You just become Mr. Clutch. In these moments, you step up. I know Alexander Barkov did an incredible job getting you the puck, but take me through that game winner that put you guys up in the third period to eventually get that victory up against the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah, I think, it was late in the third period, tie game. Reinhart made an awesome play to get the puck to Barkey. Barkey kind of did the rest, took on 1 and 2 guys behind the net, and gave me a nice kind of open net to finish it off. So it was a great play all around.
Yeah, it's unbelievable the run you guys have been on the last 3 years. And for you, whenever a team needs a big moment and your team needs a big moment, you step up and deliver. Where the heck does this clutch gene come from? And how do you keep on delivering in these big moments?
Yeah, honestly, I have no idea. I just try and go out there and play the best I can. And obviously, when the stakes are high, this is what you dream out of as a kid. You're not dreaming playing game 31 in the regular season. You're dreaming of playing in big moments, and I think it kind of brings out the kid in you. And I think that's probably the biggest thing. There's just so much more exciting, you know?
Yeah, I know that, right? Your mission right now, it's Stanley Cup or bust. It's the repeat as Stanley Cup champions. But you look at what you guys have done the last 3 years. Has it hit you, or is it okay? You don't even look back at what has happened so far, even though you've had a few days as of late, until this run actually ends this year?
Yeah, we're kind of focused on our mission right now. You can't really think about. Obviously, this team has been so good for the last 3 years, and it's a huge accomplishment to get to the Stanley Cup Final any year, and never mind 3 in a row. But we're focused on a mission. Obviously, maybe in the summer you'll have time to look back on it, and hopefully it's another series win.
You know, this is the best team in hockey. That's what you guys are. You've been the standard really the last 2 years. I know it all got started in that comeback up against Boston 3 years ago when you guys were down 3-1 in the Game 7. You guys were able to get that victory, and you were able to net the game winner to advance to the next round. When you look back at that Boston series from 3 years ago, how did that really change this team, and what did it really unlock with this team when you guys were able to make that comeback and advance to the next round?
Yeah, well, so we had a decent group before that. I think the year before we won the President's Trophy. And I mean, that whole year we were kind of struggling a little bit. We had a new system, new guys on our team trying to kind of fit together. And essentially in that series, everything kind of just came together. We were playing how we wanted to. We went up against one of the best teams of all time, and to be able to come out on top and beat them, obviously it was a huge accomplishment in itself. And I think we just kind of used that momentum, and we gained a ton of confidence on who we are and kind of what we're able to do.
Carter Verhaeghe here with us. The Stanley Cup Final does commence on Wednesday. It's a rematch from a year ago as the Panthers are defending Stanley Cup champions going up against the Edmonton Oilers. You know, getting back to the Stanley Cup Final, now that you've done it 3 times, how does it compare, the feeling this time around compared to the previous 2?
Honestly, it's pretty similar. I mean, at least going in this year, we kind of know what it takes to actually win the thing, which is huge to have that experience. But I mean, it's nerves. We're excited to get playing. We have full confidence in our group, and we're just excited to get going here. We've been sitting around for too long.
Yeah, how do you think that layoff maybe impacts you guys in a Game 1 coming up on Wednesday night?
I mean, I don't think it's too big of a like. I think it's been a week, so it's not crazy. I think the first time we went to the finals, we swept Carolina, and I think we had like 12 or 13 days off, that was a lot. I mean, we didn't know what to do. Guys were playing pranks in the room. I mean, we were kind of, but this one, I think it's not too bad. The guys are healing up. I think a lot of the guys could use the recovery, so 7 days is enough, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, the reason I ask it is because you look back at the last 3 years, right? In year one, it was a tremendous run. Year two, you guys obviously win the cup. And then this year, it's okay. You're the defending Stanley Cup champions. And when you're defending Stanley Cup champions, you know what that feeling's like. So it's Stanley Cup or bust. It's got to be tough, though, sometimes to mentally withstand all that pressure where people only go look at this team as a success this year if you guys end up getting 4 more victories.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's every year, though. Like, we have one goal in mind coming into the season, and that's kind of the culture we built over the last couple of years. We've had our disappointments and failures, and I think every year now we come in with the expectation to win, and we'll do whatever it takes kind of thing. And if we don't win it, it's going to be a failure every year now going.
Yeah, what do you want people to know about this group? You guys have been in the spotlight, like I've been talking about Carter Verhaeghe the last 3 years. I feel like so many people know about the Florida Panthers now, but this group in particular, what do you want people to know since you've been through the journey, right, all throughout this season with this group battling and grinding it out?
Yeah, I think the culture. I think we have such a great culture on the team, and everyone loves each other. It feels like everyone is battling for each other, doing their job to the best they can, kind of for the group. And there's no one selfish or anything like that. Everyone's pulling the same rope, and no one's in it for themselves. Everyone wants to do it for the guy next to them, and it's just, I think that's the biggest thing you can take away from our group. It's just very humble and kind of just play for each other kind of group.
And you guys didn't need Brad Marchand, but then you get him. And like when I saw that, I'm like, oh, that's just stupid good what the Florida Panthers just did. Because you all know if Brad Marchand's on your team, you love him. If he's not on your team, you hate going up against him. When the organization made that move before the deadline to get Brad, just what did that do for this team, bringing in a player like that to this already impressive core?
Yeah, he's obviously such a great player, and he brings so much. Even you see him on the ice, how great he is, and even in the locker room and being around the guys, he's such a first class guy. And I mean, some people hate him on the ice, but off the ice, he's just treats his teammates so well. He's such a nice guy. He brings everyone together, and he has a contagious energy to him that makes you want to work. And he was the captain of the Bruins for a couple of years, and he has that leadership quality. So I can't say enough good things about him. We're so happy to have him on our team, and we wouldn't be here without him. So we're so lucky to have him.
Yeah, I know it's a business, right? These deals happen all the time, but was it a little bit bizarre and an adjustment when you guys were able to land Brad Marchand, where it was like, oh my goodness gracious, I can't believe they were able to pull that off?
A little bit. I didn't know if we were in the market for him, but obviously the management does such a good job here, and they've turned this team around and have bringing the right players at the right times. And I don't even know how they do it, but it seems like everyone who comes fits the mold. And yeah, I mean, he's one of those guys that just fits right in, and right from the start, we welcomed him with open arms, and he's embraced every opportunity. And like I said, he's such a great guy.
Carter Verhaeghe here with us for a few more moments as the Panthers get set for their quest to go back-to-back as Stanley Cup champions, underway in the Stanley Cup final rematch of a year ago, coming up on Wednesday night against the Oilers. There's so many great players on this team: Reinhart, Barkov, yourself, Sam Bennett. You could go on and on and on. But when I think of the Panthers, the first two names that come to mind are your goalie and Bob, and then also Matthew Tkachuk. What do you want people to know about those two players in particular, and just the elite level that they're able to play night in and night out when they're on the ice and healthy?
Yeah, they're both unbelievable players and world class at what they do. I mean, with Bob, he's been around for a long time, won Vezina trophies, always been a top goalie in the league, and it's just so impressive with him to see even as he gets old, he takes such good care of his body. How he's getting older, and he's doing the splits, acrobatic saves, and he's just unbelievable to watch every day, and such a great pro. And I'd say the same with Matthew. He's just He's so intense when he gets on the ice. He sees the ice so well, makes unbelievable passes. He brings different elements to the game, like his physicality. He can make a big hit or score a big goal, and I think he really understands the game at certain times and certain moments, which is huge. And we're lucky to have both of those guys on our team for the Panthers.
You know what it's like, Carter, and get into a Stanley Cup final and lose it and then winning it the next year. You guys had an unbelievable series last year up against the Oilers. We all remember you guys getting out to that big lead, and then you end up winning in Game 7. Just how about this matchup, seeing it once again, knowing what those guys have in that locker room with the Edmonton Oilers as well?
Yeah, we're not taking them lightly, that's for sure. They're in the Stanley Cup final for a reason, and we saw it last year. They're such a dangerous team. I mean, they have so much talent. They played so well during the playoffs. It feels like they're never out of any game. So it's for us just to kind of take what we did last year and kind of learn from it. And there's definitely times where I think experience is going to help playing in their building and stuff like that. So it's going to be a good matchup, and we're excited for it.
Yeah, I know how great that Oilers team is, and you have two of the top 5 best players in the league, Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. You think it's safe to categorize this one? You guys are the best team in hockey, and you're going up against the best player in hockey, in Connor McDavid. Does that seem right to you?
Yeah, I mean, people. I mean, yeah, it's a headline, but I mean, I don't. We don't really view it like that. They are the best. Connor's obviously such a world-class player and the best player in the game, but we kind of just take it game by game and stick to what we do, kind of thing.
Well, hey, congratulations on getting this far once again. I know you want to get 4 more. We appreciate you carving out some time for us today, and good luck starting on Wednesday night. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.